Hello friends of the brick. Today I want to show you some flowers from my ultimate flower collection. You can find on Rebrickable and build it yourself. And also I want to show you some building techniques so you can build your own flowers. So let's start with the 5-petal flower. Unfortunately these parts don't exist in green and I decided to use black parts which are inconspicuous. Starting with this 1x1 plate on a cone, so the cone we can use to connect it with axle pieces from the official Lego set from the flower bouquet, and brackets and an inverted bracket just like so. And that will be our center. Headlight pieces and normal plates 1x1 and 3 brackets, that will do it, and we have 5 slots to build then the petals on. For the center we'll use a 1x1. You can use a plate or a tile or whatever you want, and then there's tooth pieces. For example, you can go on and just put them around and that will fit. What we'll do now, we'll instead use this Technic pieces I prepared already combined with this modified 1x1 tiles, and they have a nice petal shape. Unfortunately in blue they are quite expensive. And yeah, now let's do another 1x1 because now it's too high. And yeah, nice 5-petal flower. 6-petal flower is pretty easy because we have this Technic wheel, and for example by putting this modified 1x2 plates with open studs in here, pointing all to the center, you'll have a nice flower. Yeah, you can modify it, for example, and do it or as in the beginning to the center. Unfortunately that's only working for this rounded edges with corner edges. That doesn't work. But to that problem we'll find a solution in a minute. So, nice flower. Let's point them to the center. So, 6-petal flower. And now with more space, so we can fit corner edges, I prepare already this. That's built by 1x1 and this clip piece with this O and 2 brackets put on here on this modified brick, and then this long jumper together with a 1x4 plate and a small jumper plate. So that's our center, and now we have 6 slots around and 1 for the center. Again, we'll put a 1x1 plate in here and start putting around tooth pieces in the remaining slots. And when we put down here this cone piece again to make a connection to the axle, we can put it in our flower bouquet. And we have a nice 6-petal flower. And let's go on. 7-petal flower. It's kind of hard to build something like we did for the 5 and 6-petal flower, but I found this nice propeller which has a nice shape for the petals. And it features 7 petals actually. 8 again is easy with that piece. I already prepared something, for example with that propeller pieces. For example, I built one with this clip piece, this time open. And let's check the direction, yeah, this way. And then you can just put it on here. It's also a nice 8-petal flower. And we overjump 4 because it's pretty easy. You can just use something like that, or 2 1x3 plates, or there's also this X-shaped plate, which is also 3x3. Or you can use this one and just skip every other slot. And finally, something the mountain hobbit showed to me. I will link him in the description. Check him out, he has some really nice builds. He showed me this technique to achieve 10 petals with this 1x1 tiles with round edges. And by clipping them on this 3x3 dish, there's a spot for 10 petals. Very nice building technique, a little bit illegal in terms of official Lego sets, but nice idea. All these techniques and building instructions, part list, etc. you'll find on Rebrickable. Also for the real flowers, I'll show you now. Let's start with the lily. Main part here are the balloon parts. I already used in my horse build, and soon there will be another build featuring them. Yeah, and the sword makes a nice lily shape. And we have this daffodil. Main part here are the shield parts, and you recognize here the Technic wheel, and it uses a modified version of what we saw in the Technic part, up and down. So here, because we only have 3 on each side, the corner edges fit here. Then the hibiscus, yeah, it featured this bionic part. Yeah, I think it's from the Bionicle, and also this crown here fits quite well for the tip of the flower. Then we have a special one. It's a statues, but with a butterfly, a brimstone. The handcuff pieces. Here are the daisies we know from the official set, and that's a tulip. That's mainly, I think it's used in Chima and Hero Factory. It uses here this Technic parts to connect these two together, and then for the slope to build the side, there's a bar and it's clipped to it. Then we have a Gentiana and another technique how to achieve 5 petals with this dish part. These are gladiolas, also a lot of Hero Factory parts here for the base of the little flowers, and also for the flowers itself. For some I used Technic parts, or in this case it's Hero Factory probably. And here freesia with its distinctive shape. These are these handles for example, speedboats, jet skis and stuff like that. And finally the bellflower with this cape part. Normally a bellflower has 5 petals, but only 3 of them fit in here to build this circle. So that's for it for now. If you like it, you can check them out on Rebrickable, link in the description. Also, if you like this picture over here, that's my newest LEGO Ideas project. Also, link in the description. So far, have a nice day and see you soon.